Live from Baldwin Wallace College, the home of the Hornets. This is Holy Name Athletics YouTube coverage of Holy Name versus Padua to kick off this rivalry 8-day span. I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me on the call this evening is Quinten Johnson with a special guest appearance. Good to be with you tonight, Q.
Good to be with you, Smee. Thanks for having me.
Yep, the first pitch of the game to Adam Humanick. Now hitting in the leadoff spot is a ball from the pitcher Lucas Pallange. 1-0 count now on Humanick, and he's done well so far this season playing at third base. And now it's time to see the bat get going here, and hopefully Holy Name can get a big win. Their last win being a couple of Tuesdays ago. That one off Humanick's foot, fouled away. 1-1 count now on Humanick.
Just a bit early.
Now that'll be interesting to see how much of the rain plays an impact in this game. The wetness of the field will definitely play an impact, as it's been pretty much raining on and off for the last, I would say, hour since we got here at 3:30. Say 4 o'clock it started raining. I believe you agree with that, Q?
I agree with that. It's going to be a cold one today.
And the cold weather, the last time we saw Holy Name at this field, or actually the last time we saw Holy Name on turf at Lakewood, the cold got into us. And the first 3 plays, 2 errors happened, and the other one was a ground ball for an infield single. So the cold definitely plays an impact on turf. So let's see how both sides are going to play this game, as whoever plays to the elements better is going to come out with the victory.
Indeed.
Pallange set his 1-1 deal. That one missing low in the dirt like his first pitch. 2-1 count now on Humanick.
Good take there by Adam.
That one just a little bit too low for him. Both balls so far called in this at-bat have hit the dirt in some capacity. But Padua has some safe hands behind the dish. Yuri Belina, the star hockey player who has definitely a solid glove behind the dish. Humanick grounds it away to the shortstop, and he is going to be called out. A little bit of a bang-bang play, but a nice throw across by the shortstop. Jankowski over to the first baseman. 1 away now for the Green Wave, as a new call-up to this Green Wave team. Nick Nemeth, the freshman, now gets his first cuts of this afternoon. Nemeth called up before Tuesday afternoon's outing against Lakewood. Let's see what he can do. He's still looking for hit number 1 varsity, but today is a great day to get it if he is able to do so. Pallange set the deal. Missing wide outside to the right. 1-0 count on the freshman. Pallange coming set once again, the 1-0. Nemeth fouls that one towards the right side. The right fielder's going to attempt to make a play on it, and it tails, and he's just going to be out of the range of the right fielder, Dulabiba. That gives another life to Nick Nemeth, now with an evened up count of 1-1.
Good plate discipline by the freshman here.
I mean, contact's what you can use, especially the freshmen. You're just getting used to the speed, and we've seen a couple of sophomores this season take a couple swings to get into the rhythm, and once they're able to time it up, they're putting the ball in play like we saw them do last year for JV. So it might take a couple games or a couple at-bats for Nemeth to get adjusted to the speed. Let's see what he can do. Swing and a miss there from Nemeth. Now he is down to his final strike of this at-bat, 1-2 count on the right fielder. Look to see an off-speed pitch here from Lucas Pallange. Look to see a curveball outside, as, like I said, Bellin has a solid glove behind the plate. He could definitely block it and throw it down if he needs to. Pallange is forced to step off. Both benches are up and chanting so far in this game. They're both trying to be loud, as rivalry games like this, it's going to be a loud atmosphere regardless of the place and time.
It's going to be a loud one here today.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss from Nemeth on a weird check swing. Either way, that retires Nemeth. The first strikeout of the afternoon from Pallange. 2 down here. And now that will bring up the pitcher for the Green Wave, Jack Topolsky, the senior. He struggled so far in his first couple of outings, 0-4 with a 7.6 ERA, but what a perfect get-right game today if he would be able to do so and go a couple innings scoreless against the Bruins.
Hopefully he can get back here.
Pallange gets his call from Belina. The pitch. That one low in the dirt. 1-0 count now on Topolsky.
Good take there by JT.
And a lot of the first pitches of these at-bats have been lower outside. Pallange struggling early on in the count, but get him to like a 1-1 count, he's going to find the next strike pretty quickly. The pitch. And that one is close on the outside, but not going to be called. 2-0 count now on Topolsky.
Just a bit outside.
And framing, another big aspect of the game. If you're able to frame a couple pitches, get a couple extra strikes for your pitcher, that's huge, the pitch. That one finally finds the strike zone.
On the inside corner.
Nice get-right pitch there from Pallange, now making a 2-1 competitive count. Pallange is set. The 2-1. That one missing low. 3-1 count. A nice take there from Topolsky on what was a very tempting pitch.
Good plate discipline shown by the senior, the leader.
I can't say if I was in that situation, I wouldn't have swung at that pitch.
Yeah, I would have golf swung at that.
Pitch. Fouled away by
Fouls it off.
Topolsky. We'll see a 3-2 count now on Topolsky, the first of the game. And now 3-2. This is definitely going to be a competitive pitch. If Palinge could get it just close enough to the strike zone, not necessarily in the strike zone, it could be called strike 3 if Bellin is able to frame it just perfectly. The payoff pitch. That one missing on the curveball inside. Topolsky will take first base, the first walk-in base runner of the afternoon for the Green Wave. Now that bring up Jaden Hurd, the left fielder here for the Green Wave. He can make a big impact here. If he can smoke the ball into the outfield, that can move Topolsky not only in a scoring position, but potentially in third base, 90 feet away from home. Two-way so far, only base runner for the Green Wave being Topolsky, who is currently situated at first. Palinge's pitch. Hurd thought about it, but in the end holds up 1-0 count now on the senior left fielder. Palinge gets his call, throws back. Topolsky back with a diving head first slide. Back in plenty of time, and he is safe. 1-0 count now on Jaden Hurd. The pitch. Swing and a miss from Hurd on one that was a little high. 1-1 count now on the senior. And there it is, a competitive pitch. Not necessarily one that's in the strike zone, but definitely a competitive pitch nonetheless. Topolsky takes his lead. Palinge keeping an eye close on him at first. He throws back for the second time, and he is in. That one, the tag is put down, but not in time. But we'll wait to see the 1-1 pitch once again. Holinay's bench getting into it loud. This is probably the last we've heard them all season with the clapping so early in the game, the pitch. That one, a little bit of a chip popped up. And Bellin was able to get that one into his glove basket to end the top of the first inning. Holinay had one aboard, but he was left stranded after Jaden Hurd's pop out. We're going to go into the bottom of the first inning here in a minute. Your score all tied up at 0. We'll be back on here in a minute. You are watching Holy Name versus Padua Boys Baseball on your home for all Holy Name sports. Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here in a minute. All right, we are back here to bring you the bottom of the first inning. Your score, Holy Name 0, Padua 0. Holy Name had one base runner aboard via the walk with 2 down, but Holy Name was unable to advance him. First pitch of the evening from Jack Topolsky finds the strike zone. 0-1 count now on the leadoff hitter, Logan Petty, the left fielder. The pitch. That one grounded to the second baseman, Brendan Powers. Fields, throws, and he is safe. A leadoff infield single for Logan Petty on a nice hustle. Nice hustle there. A nice ground ball, and Powers had to make an awkward throw, but that was a perfect combination for Padua to start the game. A nice long infield single, which now sets up Jacob Duliba to now take his first cuts of the afternoon. He had some action in this top half of the first inning. Unfortunately, was unable to corral a ball into right field foul territory. The pitch. Bunt laid down. The runner will get to second. Topolsky throws. In time at first base. Nice throw from Topolsky to Ragone to get the first out of the inning and allowed out number 1.
Bruins managed to move the runner to second base in scoring position.
I think that's all they wanted to do there. That was a perfect scenario to get a bunt down. With the weather being as cold as it is, the ground's going to be a little bit harder. The ball might roll a little bit, and it rolled perfectly to the third base side. Nothing for Duliba to be ashamed about. Topolsky checks the runner in scoring possession. The pitch. That one belted by Palange, the pitcher.
Kaminsky back.
That's over Kaminsky's head. Kaminsky has it. This might score a run. The throw into second is not in time. The throw home would be a hesitate, and he is going to be in there safe. An RBI double from the pitcher, Palange, helping on his own cause. 1-0 early lead here for the Bruins. And that's why they bunted him across. It was a nice hit there from Palange. He has power, and now the number 4 hitter, Bellina, steps into the box for his first cuts. Now with another scorer in scorer positions. Let's see what he can do. The pitch. That one in the dirt and blocked by Litherland nicely, but still a ball nonetheless. 1-0 count now on the catcher. Topolsky coming set, checking the runner at second. Now the pitch. That one finds a strike zone from Topolsky, evening up the count at 1-1.
Jack's looking to take command of the zone here.
Topolsky is set. We'll see if he can take command of the count here and get it to 1-2. The pitch. He is unable to do so. Below Litherland, runner goes. He'll be into third. He might look to go home, but some nice leadership from Bellina in the batter's box, telling his runner to stay at third. But either way, a pass ball, 2-1 count, and now a runner 90 feet away from home to make it a 2-0 ball game. This is not the start Holy Name was looking for. Bellina steps back into the box. Topolsky's 2-1 kick and deal. Swing and a miss from the catcher. He is down to his final strike in his at-bat. 2-2 count now on Bellina.
Good pitch there by Topolsky.
We'll see if he can finish him off for his first K of the afternoon. The pitch. That one belted foul. A weird kind of check swing there from Bellina. If he kind of straightened that one out, he'd be good.
Good, right there.
And now we'll see 2-2 for the second time here. But Bellina is kind of feeling it, and Topolsky might have to throw more of a challenging pitch than he would like to. Usually 2-2, you can kind of throw it a challenging pitch, but he might need to throw one to get him chasing here if he's going to retire Bellina the way that swing went. Here comes the 2-2 from Topolsky. Grounded by Bellina. Humanek throws home. The throw is not in time. He is safe at home. 2-0 lead and an infield hit for Bellina. Holy Name.
Play there by Humanek. Good decision to go home there.
Unfortunately, tag not being down in time. Now a 2-0 lead for Padua early on. We've seen a couple of games where the opponent's gotten a 2-0 lead early on. And now none away here. Or actually, one away to begin. And now stepping in is Minzora. That one is a ball in the dirt. 1-out count now on Minzora, the first baseman. Topolsky set, checks the runner a few times. Now the pitch. In the dirt, but blocked by Litherland nicely. Nonetheless, 2-0 count now on Minzora. The Padua bench getting louder as the time goes on. Topolsky checks the runner at first, and Bellina's back in with a head first slide. Topolsky set. Now the pitch. Belted. Ragone has it, throws for one. That's going to be past Chardon. An error from Ragone. Hits 2 on now with 1 away.
That's going to be a costly error early here.
Errors kill teams, and unfortunately, it was the right decision from Ragone, just a little bit of a wayward throw. And now stepping in is Matt Mascarino here, the third baseman for the Bruins, a 6th batter to bat so far in this first inning. Topolsky deals. Just missing low is a pitch from Topolsky. 1-0 count now on Mascarino.
The Bruins are looking to score here with 2 more ducks on the pond.
Topolsky checks the runner at second. The pitch. Belted. Powers throws, slipping, but he's able to get the 1 out at second. A nice job there from Powers, even though he was slipping to retire the one player. I believe that was Manzora here retired, but either way, 2 away now with runners at the corners for the Green Wave to have to deal with. And for Padua, Michael Nero steps into the box, the 7 here. If he can get a nice base hit here, that makes it a 3-0 ball game. This could be a key at bat in this game. Let's see how Topolsky can handle the 7-hitter of the top of the first, or the first inning in general, I should say. The pitch. Low and in the dirt. 1-0 count now on Nero. Topolsky is set. The rain is now heavily coming down here. Once again, the pitch. Now I'm missing the strike zone. Now a 2-0 count now on Noro.
Just a bit low, but that's a nice pitch there. Good miss by the senior.
And you hear Coach Wood yelling challenge. That's what Topolsky needs to do here at this pitch, regardless of the count. The pitch. Low into the dirt. 3-0 count now on Nero. Count. Topolsky, deep breath, deals. That one finds the strike zone right down the middle. Now a 3-1 fighting chance for Topolsky.
Good pitch by the senior. They're able to paint the inside corner.
Now can he get back to work here for another one, the pitch. That one missing low, walks him aboard. Now the bases are loaded with 2 away. Ryan Jankowski, the shortstop, will now step in for the Bruins here. The number 8 hitter of the Bruins. They might go through their whole lineup here in the top of the first, or bottom of the first.
Topolsky looking to deal from the windup here.
Wind up the pitch. That one finding the strike zone towards the right side. 0-1 count now on Jankowski. Topolsky is set. He gets his call. Now the kick and deal. That one low, nice block from Litherland. He's gonna check, he did not go. That will be a ball. Now 1-1 count on Jankowski.
Looks like Jankowski got away with one there.
The pitch from Topolsky on the 1-1. Swing and a miss from Jankowski. 1-2 count now on the shortstop.
Topolsky dealing that high heat here.
There's going to be a challenging pitch. It needs to be one, not a gimme pitch. It needs to be a good one. Here comes the 1-2. Strike 3 looking from Topolsky. Nice way to time up with the curveball and get out of the jam. Bases were loaded for the Bruins, but only 2 runs came across for them. Ending the first inning, your score, Padua 2, Holy Name 0. You are watching Holy Name versus Padua Baseball on your home for all Holy Name sports. Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here in a minute. We are back on here to bring you the top of the second inning. Your score, Padua 2, Holy Name 0. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee. Alongside me is Quinten Johnson. The first pitch of this inning from Lucas Pallage is a ball, 1-0 count on Ragone. But in that bottom half of the first inning, Padua, they had the bases loaded, but they only scored 2 runs. And that one's going to go past Bellina. That'll be now a 2-0 count on Ragone, and Holy Name can really use some runs here in this inning. Ragone, Chardon, and Powers are going to hit guaranteed for the Green Wave this inning. Let's see what they can do with it as Ragone already in a hitter's count early, 2-0. Foul behind him, 2-1 count now on Ragone.
Just a little bit early, needs to get his head on it here.
I think a key for this game will be getting the first hit. We saw in a couple of the games, especially the North Olmsted game, it took them the 5th inning to get the first hit of the afternoon, and it was a Jaden Hurd single, I believe. A swing and a miss from Ragone. He is now down 2-2 now in the count after starting up 2-0. Pallage is getting his sign here. It's going to be a big pitch of this at-bat. Can he retire Ragone, or can Ragone find his way to first? The pitch. Swing and a miss on a weird check swing similar to the one that tied up Nemeth. Out number 1 in the top of the second inning belongs to Ragone. And now Tyler Chardon, the shortstop, who was batting leadoff for the majority of the season, now finds himself batting 6th and into the box for his first catch of the afternoon. The pitch. Chardon's going to pop that one up skied. It's going towards foul territory, towards the left. And a nice play being made. I believe that was by the shortstop, if I'm not mistaken. I think Jankowski was able to corral that one in. Nonetheless, 2 up, 2 down pretty quickly here for the Green Wave. And now this brings up Brendan Powers, the second baseman, and the 7-hitter for the Green Wave for his first cuts of the afternoon. The pitch from Pallage. Grounded by Powers. Once again, Jankowski throws cross diamond, and the throw is in time. Powers is retired. Holy Name goes in order 1, 2, 3. And now due up for them next will be Litherland, Kaminsky, and Humanick. But that takes us to the end of the top of the second inning. Your score, Padua 2, Holy Name zip. You're watching Holy Name versus Padua Baseball on your home for all Holy Name sports. Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here in a minute. Nine 1-2 hitters up here next for the Bruins as we begin the bottom of the second inning from Baldwin Wallace. Your score, Padua 2, Holy Name 0. If you're just tuning in, I'm Nathan Smee. Alongside me is Quinten Johnson. The first pitch of this bottom half of the inning was a ball. Now the 1-0 pitch from Topolsky is popped up and out of play. Now a 1-1 count here on the 9-hitter, Makai Williams, the center fielder. The pitch. That one low, missing the strike zone barely. Now a 2-1 count on Williams and Q. Holy Name last time out, they gave up 2 runs. What does their defense need to do here if the ball is put in play?
Just try to stay clean here, make those routine plays that they need to get out of innings and hopefully get some run support.
If they can do that, then I think they'll come out of here with the victory. As this game is still young, now a 3-1 count here on the center fielder Williams. The pitch. belted to the right side and foul. We'll see a full count now on the center fielder, Williams. Now it's going to be a big pitch here. If Padua can get their leadoff runner aboard for the second inning in a row, that'd be a huge kind of tempo setter for them. If only they can get the strikeout here, another tempo setter, but just in the opposite direction. The pitch. High, and Williams will find his way to first base. A leadoff walk for him. And now the top of the order is coming back up here for the Bruins, starting with Logan Petty. Petty, his last time up, had an infield single to get this game underway. The lefty sets back in for his second swings, and already a throwback from Topolsky. Back standing is Williams, who's at first base. Pitch. High, ball one. Padua, their first time through the order, had 3 hits and 2 walks. They've done pretty well for themselves, and another guy who reached on error. The pitch from Topolsky. High, missing, now a 2-0 count on Petty. Now Petty is going to step back in here, waiting for the pitch from Topolsky. Topolsky's going to throw back once again, and Williams is back in there. This time with a diving head-first slide. Safe nonetheless. Topolsky set the pitch. That one finds the strike zone. Now a 2-1 count on the leadoff hitter from last inning, the left fielder, Petty.
Good pitch there by the senior. Got to take that fastball to the outside corner.
Topolsky checks twice, now deals. That one's going to miss high. Now a 3-1 count. And Topolsky's going to need a strike here. You can't walk the first 2 aboard. If he can find a strike here and make it a full count, he can battle from there easily. We've seen him do it many times. The pitch. High. He's going to walk the first 2 aboard. And now Padua has a runner in scoring position and a runner at first with none away.
We've seen here early about Topolsky, most of those pitches being up high these early innings here.
And every time there's a mound visit, we say it. The reset that comes from these is huge. We've seen for the majority, the first pitch following a mound visit, whether it be from a coach or from a visiting coach, as in Coach Kellerman in the Buckeye game, it kind of resets the pitcher, and they throw a first pitch strike after that. If this can work for Topolsky and kind of reset him, he's good. He knows the mind of a catcher being one himself. He knows probably the thought process Litherland's going through. If he can kind of tap into that and kind of get them on the same page and start throwing some good strikes, he's good. Topolsky's a quality pitcher. Throughout his whole time in Holy Name, due to the COVID cancellation season, he's been on varsity his whole Holy Name career. He has not even touched the other arena of others Holy Name, JV, or freshman. He knows this arena well. He's been here for 3 years. He even started catching in the playoff game at Kurtz, our freshman year, I believe that was 2021. Then he came in to relieve Jackson Powers, the now Heidelberg pitcher, and his brother is still playing here, Brendan Powers, but he came in to relieve, and he held down the fort for the majority of that game. When it looked like the game would have ended really early, he kept the game going for a little bit. Bunt being shown once again by Dubiba. He's going to pull back on that one. Ball 1 on him. But we know the quality that Jack Topolsky has. He just needs a second here to take a deep breath and get back into his rhythm that we know he has. The pitch. Runner goes in the dirt. Litherland throws, and it's high and not in time. Runner's now at the corners. Now a 2-0 count with runners at the corners. Padua is looking ever more dangerous.
Joe, hold him on!
Coach is giving instructions to Ragone over at first base. Now it's a little bit of confusion here as Duliba wants to step back into the box before they're ready for him. Duliba is ready to go. Topolsky's ready to go. Checks the runner. The pitch. High. 3 balls. No strikes so far in this at-bat for Duliba. The pitch. Now on high, it will be a ball 4. Now that walks, the base is loaded. And now the pitcher, Luke Pallinge, will now step in. His last time, he belted a double to right center field that scored the first run of the game. Now he can do some big damage here. If he hits that double again, then 2-3 runs at least will score. The pitch. And that'll be a first pitch strike on the other pitcher, Palinge. Nice pitch there from Topolsky to get back into his rhythm.
Gotta get ahead early in these counts here.
The pitch. That one fouled behind. He's quickly down 0-2.
Another good pitch there.
And now here's a time for kind of more of a competitive pitch. I would view this one more of a 2-2 or a 3-2. This is not one where you get fancy with the curveball. You do what works and you get the out. The pitch. Curveball can be fouled right behind, right in front of Q's face. And I'm going to hand it to Coach Wood, who's going to take it from me.
Thank you.
He appreciates it. Now we'll see 0-2 once again here. Look at that, an immersive experience for SQ. Not too bad Netting's not here. We got a souvenir otherwise.
Yep.
The 0-2. He checks, and they're going to call it a ball. They're going to say he held up. Now 1-2 count.
That was a good pitch there by the senior.
And a very late hold-up. It looked like he went, but he barely was able to hold up. Nice hold-up from him, nonetheless. Can't take away credit from him. He did his job. He held up the swing. Now Topolsky needs to go and finish him off. The 1-2 from Topolsky. Strike 3 on Palinge. A beautiful pitch thrown by Topolsky. That is a loud out number 1 here in the bottom of the second inning with the bases loaded. That could be a momentum setter.
We've seen some good calls behind the dish by Lithlin here.
The pitch. That one, another nice block there from Aiden Lithlin. He's putting on a clinic behind there with all the balls that are in the dirt. He's blocked the majority of them. The only one that's gotten by was really the one that I believe a runner from second took third. That's the only damage that's been done by him. The 1-0. Low again. That'll be a 2-0 count now on Bellina. His first time up, he had a single. Topolsky set. Now the pitch. In the dirt, another nice block by Lithlin, but another ball. 3-0 count now on Bellina. Topolsky, one pitch away from walking home a run. Topolsky, his 3-0. That one finds a strike zone. Now a 3-1 count.
Topolsky's going to have to get a little bit competitive here.
That one in the dirt. Topolsky walks home the third run of the afternoon. That is his 4th walk of this inning given up. Now a 3-0 lead here for the Padua Bruins. And now Manzora, the first baseman, steps into the box. His last time up, he reached on an error. The pitch. Belted to center field and gonna drop for a base hit. That'll score 1. Kaminsky throws. The 1 will score. That'll now be a 4-0 ball game on 4 hits here for the Bruins. They are running rampant currently. Now Matt Mascarino steps into the box for the second time. His last time up was a fielder's choice where he reached first base. Now here's the pitch from Topolsky to Mascarino. Belted by Mascarino. That
Kaminsky's back.
Kaminsky able to do it. He throws it in. The cut will let a run score. Now a 5-0 ball game with 2 away, but nonetheless, Mascarino gets his job done and a 5-0 game early on. 3 runs scored in this inning, 2 in the first. Padua is running away with this one early. And now Nero, who walked his first time up, steps into the box for his second cuts. This time looking to make some contact here with 2 away. Topolsky checks the runners, only at first and second now. The pitch. In the dirt and blocked by Litherland. 1-0 count now on Nero. Topolsky comes set. Here's the 1-0. High and missing again. Now a 2-0 count. Runners at first and second, 2 away, 5-0 Padua Bruins lead so far.
Powers working in second.
Now the pitch. Blocked by Litherland. Now a 3-0 count on Nero. Due up next is Jankowski. Like you said, it was a nice block from Litherland. He's done a nice job there behind the plate with the action he's been called upon. The pitch. That one finds the strike zone. A 3-1 count now here on Nero. And regardless of the score right now, there's definitely bright spots, and one being Aiden Littleton's blocking, who's done an excellent job so far behind the dish. And that one's going to go just behind him, but he's going to keep it near him, ball 4 regardless. Now that will load up the bases. That is, I believe, the 5th walk of this inning from Topolsky.
Topolsky's just got to get out of this inning here.
2 away, bases loaded. Ryan Jankowski, who struck out looking his last time up with the bases loaded that time too, steps up. First pitch strike there from Topolsky. 0-1 lead on the shortstop Jankowski.
Way to get ahead early here.
I do have to say the atmosphere of this game, this is probably the most people that have been at a game. That one grounded, Powers throws to first and is able to retire Jankowski. Jankowski grounds out this time to end the second inning. Your score, Padua 5. Holy Name 0. You're watching Holy Name versus Padua Baseball on your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here in a minute to bring you Holy Name's at-bats in the 3rd inning. Two innings in the books here from Baldwin Wallace. Your score, Padua 5, Holy Name 0. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee, alongside me, Quinten Johnson. Holy Name, they've struggled so far defensively. That's the best way to put it. Giving up 2 runs in the first and 3 in the second. What is going wrong for them so far today?
I would say the weather conditions here.
I would say it's a big part. Littleton going to chop that one towards the left side foul. His first cut will be a strike on the foul. 0-1 count now on the catcher. And he's been called upon plenty of times behind the dish today, making a couple of nice blocks. One that got past him and one that kind of deflected off him but kept near. So he's done a pretty good job for himself in the time that he's been called upon. The 0-1. That one now, 1-1 count.
Good take there by Lithuania.
And plate discipline is key. A lot of these sophomores and a couple of juniors who played on JV with us last year, getting used to the pitch speeds and plate discipline of varsity is different. Littleton smokes it. Throwing across is Jankowski. He's been called upon plenty of times with his glove. He's not had any hits yet today, but he's able to retire Littleton for out number 1 of the 3rd inning. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he has retired the last 3 Holy Name Green Wave batters and has retired 4 in the whole game. He's done very well with the glove so far. Now the 9-hitter for the Green Wave, Caden Kaminsky, after being out of the lineup for a couple of games, steps back into the box in the Buckeye game there. He had a nice double. We'll see what he can do here. His first pitch he sees this afternoon will be in the strike zone. Strike 1 on Kaminsky. Pitch. Palinch misses towards the right side. Now a 1-1 count on the senior center fielder. Palinch comes set, the 1-1. That one's going to be fouled off towards the right side and out of play. Hitting a tree, I think.
Luckily, it's not a car.
Maybe more entertaining if it's a car. Not if it's your car, but if it's someone's car, kind of entertaining. I think they had good car insurance.
Yeah.
Now a 1-2 count here for Kaminsky. Palin shaking off a couple of pitches called by Bellina. He is now set. The 1-2. Fouled away by Kaminsky. He's not giving up without a fight. The third baseman, Humanick, is due up next for the Green Wave after Kaminsky's at bat. 1 away, 1-2 count here on Kaminsky. Palange comes set after getting his pitch call, the 1-2. Curves almost hits Kaminsky in the head. 2-2 evened up count now on the center fielder. Palange getting the grip he needs. It looks like it's being an off-speed pitch from the grip. I can be able to see the pitch. He fouled towards the left side, kind of a weird one, but still Kaminsky fighting nonetheless. But this will be the third 1-2 pitch in a row.
I think he was expecting off-speed there as he was a little behind.
And the one thing Palange's game that we've seen, he's kind of fixed it now, but on that last one, he kind of gripped the ball towards where you can see it clearly. The 1-2, that one in the dirt. It's a drop third. Bellina throws inside down the line and is able to retire Kaminsky on a drop third strike. 2 away after 2 up for the Green Wave, 2 retired. Now Adam Humanick, who grounds it out to Jankowski. His first time up, now steps back into the box here, trying to get the offense going here for Holy Name as they are still hitless.
Bruins have been able to stay clean here due to the weather conditions.
Only 1 base runner, and that was Topolsky in the first. Humanick trying to be the second for the Green Wave here with 2 down in the third. Palange comes set, now the pitch. Curveball missing the zone low. 1-0 count now on Adam Humanick.
Good take by Humanick there.
A nice tempting curveball. And it was an interesting dynamic. You usually don't see a curveball to be getting at bat, but that's why you change it up. That one low, missing 2-0 count now on Humanick. Palange set the 2-0. That one Humanick looks by at a strike. 2-1 count now on the third baseman. Palange is now set, now the pitch. Fouled away, Humanick just a little bit ahead of that one. Now a 2-2. Nick Nemeth due up next for the Green Wave. Humanick steps back in. 2-2 count. 2 away here in the top of the third. Holy Name still looking for their first hit and their second base runner. And now time being called as Palange dropped the ball. A little bit of communication being done between the umpires. The situation has cleared itself up. Now we see 2-2 here once again as Humanick steps into the box and now prepares. The pitch. High and behind the catcher, almost clips Humanick in the face, but now it's a full count, 3-2.
Close one there.
That's where you have ice. 3-2 full count. Nemeth due up next for the Green Wave. Humanick, he can put the ball in play. He needs to get to first base, and this would be a big play for Holy Name. Getting the first hit in the game, that just leads to more at the pitch. In the dirt, low, skips behind Bellina. That will be ball 4. Humanick running to first base on a nice hustle there. Second base runner of the afternoon for the Green Wave. The first of this inning with 2 away. And now Nick Nemeth, the freshman, with a big opportunity, steps into the box for his second cuts. His first time up, he struck out swinging. And seeing a freshman getting varsity minutes is not something we often see. I mean, in our time with the program for 2 years, we did not see this happen. The closest thing we had was a sophomore, Topolsky, who was first time up.
Chop foul here by the freshman.
Chop foul, but his first time he played was technically for varsity, so you can say a freshman in a way did, but Nemeth is only like the true freshman. I mean, Harrison Frank was called up, but Nick Nemeth started the last 2 games for the Green Wave. That is definitely a sign of the future of Holy Name.
Nemeth looking to earn his stripes here.
That's a big way to do it, the pitch. That one finds the strike zone. Now an 0-2 count on Nemeth with Humanick finding his way at second. Jack Topolsky, the pitcher, is due up next for the Green Wave. Palange is set. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Nemeth is just too far ahead of it. He strikes out for the second time today. Actually, they're going to say no. Everyone else thought it was a strikeout, except for the ump. I believe now they're going to say it's a 1-2 count. No one knows the count at this point. I'm going to guess it's 2 strikes now. He's fouled 1 away. Now the pitch. That one missing low. That will now be, I believe, a 2-2 count now on Nick Nemeth.
Great plate discipline by the freshman here.
And this is how you learn. In-game experience. You get to see the pitches, you get to see the speed, you get to see the location. In-game minutes is the most crucial thing for any player's development. Here's now the 2-2. Swing and a miss from Nemeth. He still goes down swinging. But that takes us to the end of the third inning, the top half of it. Holy Name down 5-0 to the Padua Bruins. And just a reminder, we'll be back on here tomorrow to bring you Holy Name Boys Lacrosse at 11 a.m. at home. To stay updated in all the games that we are covering, follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. To stay updated in all of Holy Name sports, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics YouTube and put on push notifications to be notified when we go live. We'll be back on here in a minute. Your score, Padua 5, Holy Name 0. You're watching Holy Name versus Padua Baseball on your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here in a minute. It's getting colder here at Baldwin Wallace, but now we go to the bottom of the third inning. Your score, Padua 5, Holy Name 0. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee alongside me, Quinten Johnson. The last time Holy Name was on defense, they gave up 3 runs. What do they need to do here to ensure they don't give up any this time around?
Fouled off. Just need to stay clean here, despite the weather conditions. Senior Topolsky needs to get command of the zone.
And the errors for Holy Name not has really been an issue. They've only had 1 so far in the game. It's just been a couple that you could have scored as potential errors. It's now even up a count 1-1 on, I believe that is Williams, the number 9 hitter. The pitch. High, now 2-1 count on Williams. His first time up last inning, he found first base via the walk. Topolsky kicks and deals. High, now a 3-1 count on Williams. 3-1 count here, Topolsky. He's going to kick and deal. Belted by Williams to center field. And that one's going to bounce as a Baldwin Wallace logo and roll past Kaminsky in center field. That'll be extra bases. Jaden Hurt from left field gets it over there. The runner now gets to third, and now an interesting triple to lead off the inning for Williams. You could score that as an error, but it's not as he didn't touch it. That one just went right past Kaminsky.
I think he lost his footing out there to slippery turf.
I know Powers lost his footing the one play, and like you said, playing clean in the weather conditions is key, but only so much you can do when you're about to slip. And now the top is back up. Logan Petty, his third at-bat in as many innings. He had a single his first time up and walked his last time up. The pitch. That is strike 1 on Petty.
Good pitch there by Topolsky.
He can just settle and have that 0-0 score mentality in his head. The pitch. Swing and a miss from Petty. Now down 0 in the 2 is the left fielder Petty. Topolsky, the 0-2 to Petty. Ground ball. Powers fields it.
Good
checks
play
the
there
runner.
by Powers.
A nice play to get him retired, but as well checking the runner at third base. A very high IQ move there to get out number 1 and make sure the runner doesn't go home. And now the bunt master himself, Jacob Duliba, is now back in the box. His first time up, he had a bunt single, or kind of a fork out that he got thrown out for bunting. And now a little of a pickoff move. Nothing's going to come of it. A little bit of a weird play. But his last 2 times up, Duliba, he showed a bunt on his first pitch thrown to him. Let's see if he shows it again at this time of that bat. It's now be an interesting time to show it. The pitch. That one can be skied between Kaminsky and Nemeth. Kaminsky calls him off, retires him for out number 2. This throw might have potential to throw. And wide and past Litherland. No one will be on base, but now a 6-0 lead for the Bruins. Another sacrifice fly working to fruition. Now 2 away, but 1 run scored. 6-0 lead now for the Bruins.
Bruins have been able to get the bat on the ball here early.
And this kind of rivalry, getting big wins like this will be huge for either team's season. Both teams have 9 losses. Padua has the difference with 4 wins. Holy Name to their 1. This would be huge for Padua's season if they can come away with the victory. And same for Holy Name. If they can come back from 6 down and win this game, as that was ball number 1, and they'll be in shape to win a couple more games in a row. Topolsky comes set, now the 1-0. In the dirt, a second time, now a 2-0 on Palinge, the pitcher.
Good blocks there by Litherland.
He's still getting his work in behind the dish, getting dirty, making some nice plays. A 2-0. Belted by Palinge once again. Nemeth
the catch.
is able to get a nice play from him. That one was belted to right field, and he was able to retire him. Now we're done with the 3rd inning in its totality. Your score, Padua 6, Holy Name 0. Just a reminder, we'll be back on tomorrow to bring you Holy Name Boys Lacrosse. Well, with that, we'll take a break here. Padua up 6-0. You're watching Holy Name Baseball versus Padua Baseball on your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here in a minute. We are back on here in the top of the 4th inning. Your score, Padua 6, Holy Name 0. Now the first pitch of the 4th inning is fouled behind by Eastern Michigan commit Jack Topolsky, and that one will find a car, but nonetheless the count being 0-1 on the senior Topolsky.
Hopefully the damage is not too bad. Topolsky called times here.
Good move by him, kind of taking a second here to step out and make sure he owns the batter's box. Palinge now set, the 0-1. Missing
Good take
wide.
there.
Nice take from him, yeah. 1-1 on Topolsky. Palinge looking for his sign. He is a no-hitter so far through 3 innings. Only allowed 2 walks. The pitch. Topolsky's going to follow that one, also behind.
No car this time.
I was looking for the car. I was waiting to hear that nice little bang. But it's not basketball season, sadly. Now a 1-2 count on Topolsky. We'll see what he can do here from the pitch from Palinge. Curveball right in the zone, but kind of missed. A 2-2 count now on Topolsky on a nice pitch from Palinge.
Curveball inside, not seeing too much here in that typical situation.
It looked pretty good from our angle. The 2-2 now from Palinge.
The deal.
That one missing the same pitch, missing in the same location. Now a 3-2 count on Topolsky.
Two good takes there by Topolsky.
And can he get back on base like he did in his first at-bat of the game? Topolsky is ready. The payoff will go foul and to the left. We'll see 3-2 now a second time.
Battle, kid, battle.
3-2 count for now the second time. Powledge looking ready into Bellina. Topolsky ready to hit it. The pitch. Fouled away by Topolsky. He is battling. That one not hitting a car once again, but we'll see 3-2 now for the third time in a row.
Come in. Come now, kid. Come now. Come now, Jack.
And now Topolsky calls time for the second time in this at-bat. He is owning the batter's box.
Come now, Jack.
Full count on Topolsky. Powledge is set. The payoff. Grounded by Topolsky to the third baseman. Throws across the diamond. And it's going to roll past him for an error. Topolsky slips. And that could have potentially gotten to second base, but he's coming up a little bit limping. He appears to be okay, but a weird, awkward fall from Topolsky. But either way, he will take the E6 to get on first base.
This turf's always a little bit slippery.
And we saw Kaminsky wipe out in the last inning going for the fly ball.
And Powell's earlier in the inning.
The footing for anyone in the kind of game is not good. If you can get any kind of footing, it's appreciated, but that's definitely a scary fall for Topolsky. Definitely glad he's okay. Now Jaden Hurd steps into the box. His first time up, he kind of popped up to Bellina to end the inning. Topolsky taking his lead, now the pitch. Low in the dirt. Bellina, nice job by him to have the one go right into his glove. 1-0 count now on the senior left fielder, Jaden Hurd. And Jaden Hurd is definitely a power hitter. He can put the ball in play pretty far. He needs to get the right part of the ball hit. The pitch. He thought about it, but didn't. They're going to say he thought it hit him. He felt it hit him, and they're going to call it a ball. 2-0 count now. Now the 2-0 count on Jaden Hurd. It was a nice job from him to hold up. He looked like he wanted to swing at that one. The throw back to Topolsky, trying to get him, is not in time. He is back in head first. Powledge, 2-0 count on Hurd. He's trying to keep Topolsky near at first. The pitch. Smoked from Jaden Hurd in the right center. That will fall. That is a base hit, the first of the game. That will be.
Score one here.
And now rounding third, heading home is Topolsky. Jaden Hurd going to third. Topolsky scores. Holy name gets on the board with an RBI triple from Jaden Hurd.
Stand-up triple there by Hurd.
Like I said right before, he can get some power. He just needs to be able to hit the ball at the right spot. I think he hit the ball at the right spot if I say so myself. 5-run ball game now. Now that's some momentum in a big place for Holy Name. With none away, Joey Ragone now steps in with a runner in scoring position at third base. Let's see what Holy Name can do here.
Hurd able to break up that no-hitter.
And also the shutout, too, in the same breath. The pitch. High, missing 1-0 count now on Ragone with a runner at third. If Ragone can get another hit here, this would be huge for the Green Wave to get a couple of base runners on and 2 runs across. This is how you bring the game back. Not all in one inning. You chip away slowly and see what you can get. Powledge checks the pitch. High, now 2-0 on Ragone. Ragone back in the box ready. He's trying to force Powledge to throw when he's not ready. He's forced to step out there, and now he's back in the box, but he's kind of getting Powledge off his rhythm here. The pitch. That one finding the strike zone. Now a 2-1 count on the first baseman. Coming set is Powledge. Now the pitch. Finds the strike zone after going up 2-0. He is now down 2-2.
It's a tough call there. Could have gone either way.
And now 2-2. Powledge trying to retire Ragone. Ragone trying to get Hurd home. The 2-2. Almost hit him inside, but he's able to get out of the way. Now a 3-2 full count on Ragone. On deck for the Green Wave is Tyler Chardon. 3-2, runner at third, none away. The pitch. Gets Ragone looking. That is out number one here of the top of the fourth inning. A nice pitch from Palange, finding the strike zone to retire Ragone. Now Tyler Chardon steps into the box. His job here, put the ball in play to get Hurd home. Doesn't matter if he's out or not going to first. His job is to get Hurd home. The pitch. Almost hit him inside, but a ball nonetheless. 1-0 count now on Chardon. Palange coming set. Here's the 1-0. Smoked by Chardon into left field. The left fielder's right there, and unfortunately, Jaden Hurd was too far off the bag to tag. He had plenty of time if he was there, but unfortunately misread the situation. He'll stay at third with now 2 away.
Good job, Tyler.
The perfect sacrifice fly hit. Unfortunately, Holy Name unable to capitalize.
Powers here looking to get started early.
And Powers' first at bat, he grounded out to I believe, Jankowski. The pitch.
Fouled off.
Fouled into the stand just past them now. A 1 count now on Brendan Powers, the second baseman. 0-1 count now on Brendan Powers. Palange coming set, now the pitch. Fouled right into the glove of Bellina. He's quickly down 0-2.
Just a little bit early here.
Now if he can time this one up and give it a ride, he needs to score Jaden Hurd. If he can find a way to get him home, that would be huge. Here comes the 0-2 from Palange to Powers.
Good take there by Powers.
That was a nice take. It was a tempting one, just missing out to the right side.
Me personally, I would have lifted that.
Oh yeah, I'm back in the dugout right now with my helmet off. No, I would have won 3 pitches, let's be honest. The pitch. In the dirt and behind him, Hurd is able to get home. 6-2 now, Padua leads. But Jaden Hurd, he was about to be stranded, but he made a play for himself and got home. Nice job there by Powers to fight long enough for the ball to go past. 6-2 game now. Holy Name is starting to come back.
Still some life here.
Now a 2-2 count here. Liverpool and due up next for the Green Wave if Powers is able to find his way to first. Palange comes set, the 2-2. That one finding outside. 3-2 now on Powers as it found right outside the strike zone towards the right half side of the other batter's box. Full count pitch. In the dirt, Powers fought back from 1-2 all the way to walk. Now a 2-out base runner, and now Aiden Litherland steps into the box for his second cuts as he grounded out to the shortstop his last time up.
Great discipline right there, able to draw that walk after being down early.
This will be a huge base hit for the Holy Name Green Wave. They can really use this. If Litherland can move Powers over a couple bases, that would be huge. Palange checking Powers at first. He now deals. In the dirt and blocked by Bellin. A nice move by him. 1-0 count now on Aiden Litherland. Holy Name, 2 runs on 1 hit and 1 error. Padua, 6 runs on 4 hits and 1 error. The pitch. In the dirt and another nice block from Bellina, but Litherland up early on the count, 2-0. Coming set is Palange. Now the pitch. Belted into the glove of the second baseman. He's able to flip it to Jankowski over at short to retire the side. Holy Name, they put up 2 runs now. They're at the top of the 4th inning to make this a close 62 game as we were halfway through this one. We'll be back on here in a minute. Your score, Padua 6, Holy Name 2. You're watching Holy Name versus Padua Baseball on your home for all of your Holy Name Sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here in a minute. Half of the game has concluded here from Baldwin Wallace. Your score, Padua 6, Holy Name 2. The first pitch here of the bottom of the fourth inning is popped up. Litherland going for it on the slide and is out of play, but a nice hustle and effort there from Litherland, sliding for that one even though it's out of play. 0-1 count now on Bellina, who is the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the fourth inning for the Bruins. And that top half of the inning with scoring 2 runs. That could be the momentum setter for the Holy Name Green Wave. They have some time still on their side. That one, though, 1-1. But if you can do that, scoring 2 runs for the rest of the game, that gets you to 8, I believe. 8-6. Holy Name will take that. Low in the dirt. Now a 2-1 count now on Bellina. But the defense still needs to do their part and hold their end of the bargain and make sure Holy Name can go into the top half of the 5th. Up 6-2, the 2-1. In the dirt and blocked by Litherland, now a 3-1 count on Bellina.
Topolsky's got to get command of the zone here.
Due up next for the Bruins is Minzora, the first baseman. 3-1 count here. Topolsky kicks and he deals. That one low, missing the strike zone. It's going to be ball 4. He forced him to foul the ball back, but after 4 straight balls, Bellina finds his way to first base with a leadoff walk. Now set up Adam Minzora, the first baseman, for his 3rd at-bat. He reached his first time up on an error and his 2nd time up on a single. Let's see what he can do here in his 3rd at-bat. Topolsky, he deals. Belted into center field. Kaminsky tracks it down, but it's still a base hit nonetheless. A nice hard throw from him back into Chardon. That's the kind of stuff you want to see. Even though it's a base hit, you saw the fundamentals there from Quinten Kaminsky. He got in front of the ball, squeezed the glove, and threw it in as hard as he could to make sure the runner didn't try to advance. If you get lax out there and start throwing in little, I don't want to really call them lob balls, if you start doing that, that's when runners start to take advantage of that and get to third base on plays that should frankly be at second base. So a nice crisp throw in from Kaminsky, as even though Holy Name has allowed the first 2 aboard, there's still positives to take away. And that's what Holy Name has to do. Even though it's 1-9, there have been many bright spots. Look in right field. We have a freshman starting on varsity this year. You don't see that very often. You have a 3-year starter on the mound pitching. You have a sophomore behind the dish. You have a couple of them who have played meaningful time. You've had a couple guys who have played for this team and have gotten better throughout their time. Eventually the things will click. All they have to do right now is take their time here and reassess. Yes, things might not be going well, but the moment they put their heads down, that's when things don't go well. But they haven't given up yet. Holy Name, it's not in their vocabulary to give up on a season or on a game. They're still fighting, regardless of the record. Runner goes, Litherland. He is not going to throw as the grip of the ball was not able to be there. It's a little bit too wet for him. Now runners at the corners. And now some confusion here.
Litherland had time to make that throw over.
But as a catcher, I know getting the grip out of the glove, if the ball is wet or you miss it a little bit, you're done. You're not throwing down. At that point, it's more likely of an error than you're getting him out. He did the right thing there eating it. I agree with the call 100%. If he doesn't think he can get him, you eat it every time. That one fouled behind by Mascarino. Now 1-1 count on the third baseman, Mascarino. His last time up, I believe he flew out to Kaminsky in center field. Runners at the corners, none away here in the bottom of the fourth. Topolsky checks. The runner goes to pitch. In the dirt and behind the little, and the runner at third is going to stay. Nice effort there from Litherland, not knowing, but if Bellina went, I think he would have gotten him based on that throw. That was a pretty nice throw on an off-balance position from Litherland. Now 2 runners in scoring position now for Mascarino. If he can hit this one into play, the 2 runs Holy Name scored basically become null and void. Topolsky kicks and now deals. That one is low, missing the strike zone. Now a 3-1 count on Mascarino.
Has to be a challenge pitch here.
Topolsky getting back to work, the 3-1. Swing and a miss there from Mascarino. Runner goes. Litherland, did he get him? He gets him in time! What a throw from Aiden Litherland off balance. His first one off balance didn't get him because no one went. That time, he says, don't run on me. I'm going to get him. And he got him there for a loud out number 1. An excellent play from Aiden Litherland. Nothing else could be done there from
Great puzzle play there.
And the Paddle's coach wants an explanation, but the explanation is Aiden Litherland's arm. That's the explanation. Might have had one get away from him there, but he didn't just give up on the play. There it is. There's positives to take away. That was a huge play there from Litherland. That could be a momentum setter, and now he's going to use his break to go talk to his pitcher. A nice move from him. And now, at this point in the game, if Holy Name's able to get out of this inning, is that throw to home a momentum setter for the next inning?
I believe it is.
Here you go. Best pitch of the ball game, bud.
Now only a runner at third base here. Now the count is unknown at this point. It's going to be a full count. 3-2 here now on Mascarino. The pitch. Smoked into right field. The run will score regardless. Now a 7-2 ball game as a nice RBI single from Matt Mascarino that he roped into right center. Make sure Padua gets back one of the runs that they gave up in the top half of this inning. And now Coach Wood is going to go talk to Topolsky. He's trying to wave him off. I don't think they're going to pull him quite yet. They could be, but it would usually be a move made by Coach Carter. But instead, it's going to be Coach Wood making the move. He's going to go make a call to the bullpen, as we'll see Tyler Chardon end of the game to pitch here. And it appears...
Mikey Torzedlo coming in.
And now, interesting dynamic will change here. Holy Name down 7-2 to the Padua Bruins here. And once again, a reminder, we'll be back on tomorrow, I believe, as Holy Name Boys Lacrosse at 11 a.m. at home in the backyard takes it on Southview. And then next week, if I remember our schedule correctly, I'm going to try to ad-lib this. If it's incorrect, I apologize. You can find the correct one on our Instagram page. But it will be Tuesday at 6 p.m. at Padua for Boys Lacrosse. Thursday afternoon here, I think 4:45, or I think it's to be moved to 5 o'clock, any game at Baldwin Wallace against Rocky River, and then to cap off our week with a doubleheader at Padua High School girls softball. They've had a great season. We're going to see 2 of their games back-to-back starting at 11 a.m. on Saturday the 29th. But to stay up to date in all the games that we are covering, follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. To stay up to date in all of Holy Name Sports, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics YouTube and put on push notifications to be notified when we go live and queue. Between this downtime now, 5-run lead for the Bruins. What does Holy Name need to do now, as with the pitching change? What do they need to do defensively to get out of this inning first off? And then with the bats, what kind of mindset do they need to have in both of those? Obviously, we need to know they need to get the stops here on defense and get some runs. We know that. That's the basic end of it. What do they need to do mentally here to make sure they get some outs?
I think just focusing here, being able to dial in and take command of the zone. It's pretty much all you can do at this point, not hang your head.
And now his first 3 that he'll see will be Nero, Jankowski, and Williams. He has the 7, 8, and 9 hitters. I don't know what Chardon's approach will be, but I think your thing here, if you're him, is challenge. Looking at the stats so far of what we've seen, Williams had a triple, but otherwise we've had 2 walks from Nero, a strikeout looking, a ground out to the second baseman, and a walk. Only one of the players has had a hit in the bottom half, or bottom 3 of this lineup, I should say. If Chardon can challenge him, try to put the ball in play, that'd be huge. A 6-4-3 double play might not be the possibility due to the weather, kind of with the grip and the ball kind of traveling slower. But go with more of a 5-4-3 double play. If you can hit the ball to shortstop towards Zidlow, actually, third baseman towards Zidlow now, be shortstop will be Humanek as I switched him. You can make a play here and see what happens. The pitch from Chardon. We roped into left field, and it will drop. That will be a first pitch hit there from Nero. He challenged him, and unfortunately for the Green Wave, it didn't work out. 2 runners now aboard with 1 away for the Bruins, setting up Jankowski now back up to the plate. Here's one of the only Bruins not to find himself on first base at any point in this game. But what he has not done at the plate, he's made up for well in his glove, as we've called his name plenty of times getting outs. Chardon coming set. His second pitch of his night will be a strike. First pitch strike to Jankowski.
Great pitch there by Tyler.
Now Chardon will come set here, checking the runner at second. The pitch low and in the dirt, but blocked, evening up the count at 1-1. Chardon Coming set, checking his runner. Checks him again. Checks him a third time. The pitch. That one popped up by Jankowski. Adam Humanek at a shortstop position now. He makes his out there after being shifted from third base now to shortstop. Two-way here now in the bottom half of the fourth inning, as now we will see Williams now step into the batter's box for his third at-bat. He walked and had a triple in his plate appearances. He's played well tonight, defensively and as well offensively. Chardon checks the runner a couple times, and that'll be a ball, but
Better call time last minute.
I thought they yelled balk. That's what I kind of heard. A little bit of a confusing when we called signs. It won't count. The pitch. In the dirt, blocked. Now 1-0 count on Williams.
Chardon's got to take control here.
1-0 count here on Williams. Chardon checks the pitch. That one is a strike.
Got to squeeze by Lutheran.
Now the count will be 1-1 on Williams. Coming set is Chardon. Now the pitch. That one roped into right field over Power's head. Will be a base hit. Nemeth throws it in as hard as he can to Ragone. Runners will now all stay put. And now the bases are juiced with 2 away. And now the top of the line with Logan Petty step in. Petty's last time up in the third inning was a ground to the fourth baseman, but he's had an at-bat in every single inning so far. The first pitch from Chardon. High and missing. 1-0 count now on Petty. The pitch now from Chardon on the 1-0. Foul behind. Back. Now evening up the count at 1-1. A nice aggressive pitch there from Chardon. 1-1 count here. Bases loaded, 2-way. The pitch to Petty. Curveball missing high. Now a 2-1 count. Hitters count. Chardon now coming set. Here's his 2-1 offering. That one just missing outside to the left. Chardon has one more ball before he walks home a run. 3-1 count. Now the pitch. That one finds a strike zone. That was a beautiful pitch. 3-2 full count. Either a run scores or the inning ends. Payoff pitch, 3-2. All runners will go. That one straight free looking on Petty. Chardon comes in and avoids any more damage. Your score, Holy Name 7, Padua 2. Or I wish it was that way. It's Padua 7, Holy Name 2. So disappointing. But either way, we'll be back on here in a minute. You are watching Holy Name versus Padua Baseball on your home of all Holy Name Sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here in a minute. We are back here in the top of the fifth inning. Your score, Padua 2, or Padua 7, Holy Name 2. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee, alongside me, Quinten Johnson. Q. So far in this game, Holy Name, they had some life in the top of the fourth. They gave up one more. Now down 5. What do they need to do?
There by Kaminsky.
That one thrown across will be out number 1. But now with 1 away, what does Holy Name need to do here in the top half of the inning to get some runs on the board?
You know, just stay focused mentally and get the bat on the ball here.
Another play made by the shortstop, Jankowski. Like we said before during his at-bat, he hasn't done much with the bat this evening, but my goodness, he's done a lot with the glove.
Yeah, he's been called on a lot here.
I believe I can count it here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times so far in this game that he's been called upon. The first pitch to Humanek is foul behind him and out of play. That'll be now an 0-1 count on the third baseman. Now move to shortstop, Adam Humanek.
Humanek looking to catch one here.
Holy Name still only has that one hit in this game, and that was the nice triple from Jaden Hurd, the 0-1. That one finds the strike zone. Now nothing in 2 count on Humanek.
He's got a battle here.
The pitch. Missing wide towards the right side. Humanek has some life here. Now 1-2.
Good take there.
Humanek to take his practice swing. Now step back into the box. Palinge, who's been dealing so far in this game, only giving up 2 runs and 1 hit, goes back to work. That one low in the dirt. 2-2 count now on Humanek.
That's a pretty nice curveball.
Nice one. Unfortunately, he did not have the command that he wanted to have on that one. It died just a little bit too early. Now a 2-2 count here. Palinge getting back to work. He pitches. But he makes it a call time, and nice time to call time. That one was definitely going to be called a strike.
Way to control the pace of this game.
We're at the top of the 5th. We're nearly about an hour and a half in. This game is going at a decent pace as it is.
Adams looking to take control of this at bat.
Now one foul away. He's still
Fouls it
fighting.
off. Way to chop it off.
The weird kind of check swing. We seen a couple of say that one weird kind of went down the barrel now towards more the thinner part of it and fouled it away.
Still got some life here early.
Now 2-2 count here. We'll see it for the second time. Waiting on deck is Nick Nemeth for the Green Wave. The 2-2. Fouled
Fouls
away.
it off again.
Another weird swing.
I think he's expecting fastball here.
And now 2-2 for the 3rd time now in a row.
Still a lot of life.
Coming set is Palinge, the 2-2. Missing high. We'll have a full count now. Humanek had 0-2. Fall back to 3-2. $11 versus 11. 3-2. 1 away here on the top of the 5th. Padua up 5. Palinge's payoff. Fouled away once
Fouled
again,
off
but
again.
hit Bellin on the hand.
Good fight, Adam. Good fight.
And got him on the comeback, it appears. Definitely hoping he's okay. Definitely an awkward one to have. I didn't see exactly what happened. Maybe the bat swung around a little bit too far and got it back of his hand. I don't think it's catcher's interference. I'll rule that out as what it is. He was definitely far enough back. He appears to be okay. He appears to be fighting through it, but I know the feeling of having my hand hit a bat. I know you were there for the Menor game where I kind of threw through the bat, and I would have had to pretty much sit out the rest of the doubleheader.
Yeah. It's a little bit cold here. Hopefully it'll numb it.
And that was a fun story, that Menor game in the cold. I was put in Coach Farrell's words to make sure I could still hit and make sure I was protected. I got hit by 2 pitches.
It's okay. You still stood there, took it.
Yeah, they had ice.
A couple of base runners.
No, actually, no, they did not have ice for me. I was kind of disappointed about that one.
At least it was cold.
At least, if it wasn't as cold as this, I will take that. The payoff pitch. That one
Nice
grounded.
piece there.
The second baseman throws, and Zemila's first action of the game gets out. Humanek at first base, 2 away now. And now Nick Nemeth steps back into the box for what will be his, I believe, 3rd at-bat as he struck out swinging in his first 2.
The Green Wave's been able to put the ball in play. Just nice plays by Bruins defense here.
Yeah, they played really well defensively. The defensive MVP definitely being Ryan Jankowski, for sure. Or you can even say it's Lucas Palinge, the pitcher. You can even say either one, the pitch. Nemeth a little bit ahead of that one. Now nothing in 1 count on the freshman.
Freshman needs to dig in here and, slow down, control the pace.
Rain starting to come back here, the pitch. That one low and bouncing past Bellina. Now evens up the count at 1-1.
Still early on the count here for the freshman.
1-1 count on Nemeth, the pitch. Belted, foul. That's what it fair. That's his first varsity base hit, and it might be one of the extra bases.
That's going to be a standing double for the freshman here.
Standing double for Nick Nemeth. He's showing why he's on varsity. The second hit of the game, both being on extra bases, but that one kind of looked like it was going to go foul, but either way, yeah, a big congratulations to Nick Nemeth on his first varsity hit, and what a way to do it, and what a time to get it.
He might want to keep that ball.
Yeah, throw that one back out of play, keep it for him, it's a souvenir. And definitely what a game to do against Padua. That's definitely a story you tell for years to come if you're him. Yeah, your first career varsity hit against Padua.
Especially a rival game.
Yeah. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the first offering from Topolsky in his third at-bat. In his first two, he walked and reached on an error.
Topolsky looking to get some run support for Chardon here.
Palin taking a couple deep breaths. He's looking exhausted. He comes set now. The pitch. That
Good
one,
take there.
unfortunately, going to hit off his bat. I'm going to say it hit him. No one knows what happened. They're going to say it hit him, as he's going to take first on a hit by pitch.
Green Wave has 2 ducks on the pound now.
Now, Jaden Hurd, who had the triple his last time up, here's another opportunity for him. Hello, Jaden. Let's see what you can do.
Hurd's been called on a lot here.
And Topolsky, he's hurting, it appears, after being chipped. And definitely the right call. Definitely hoping he's okay. The umps are convenient. They might actually call it back, potentially, but it definitely got his hand. My original thought was to hit the bat, like the barrel of it, when he's trying to pull away. And they're going to say he does get first base. Padua coach wants an explanation. The explanation, it hit his hand.
Yeah.
I believe that's what they're going to go with. The sound that they heard was definitely the bottom piece of the bat being chipped as well. It hit his hand and there. He's going to be called a hit by pitch, and there's nothing you're really going to do to reverse it. I think this is more of what did you see. I think either way, if they called it that was a foul tip and they went to go talk, I don't think anything was reversing it. It was whatever was called. There's definitely many situations where whatever the original call was will be kept, and this is definitely one of those situations. And now 2 ducks on the pond, as Q has said. Jaden Hurd steps in the box for his third at-bat of the evening. Holy Name down by 5. That could be lowered.
As it is pouring down raining here.
The rain's been on and off this evening. We've been fighting the elements for a lot of this game. Let's see what Jaden Hurd can do. The pitch. Low and outside to the right. 1-0 count now on Jaden Hurd.
Way to stay focused by Hurd despite the weather conditions.
And now the name of the game is how much of this game will play. The pitch. Low into the dirt, but blocked by Ballina. Now the weather's starting to get to people more.
That ball's going to get a little bit slippery.
Now 2-0 count now on Jaden Hurd. Palin, as we see, as the rain has gone on the last 2 times, he started to lose control.
Yeah.
And I think we'll see a lot of fresh baseballs, a lot of them dried off. I think the name of the game is
Dry.
keep it dry. Yeah, that's definitely the name of the game right now. If it's not dry, then there's going to be a lot of struggles here. Pitch. That one finds the strike zone as the dry baseball works to fruition for Palinch. Now a 2-1 count on Jaden Hurd.
That was a 50-50 ball there.
Runners at first and second, 2 away. The pitch to Hurd. Belted by Hurd into center field. Nemeth has the speed. It goes past him. That'll score Nemeth. Now right there, he goes to Paulson.
2 triples. Another triple.
And Hurd's going home. The play at the plate. Hurd's in time. Home run. Jaden Hurd. Have yourself a day, Jaden. A 3-1 inside the Parker. Padua 7. Holy Name 5. They're back in it. What a huge hit from Jaden Hurd.
That was
He has been the offense
right there by Hurd.
When Holy Names needed it most. That opens up the floodgates as it's happening right now. Oh Lord, when it rains, it pours. Nick Hoffner now going to the warm-up area now in the bullpen for the Bruins as he'll be called upon soon. All Holy Name needed was a little bit of rain. The green wave of the weather is coming now and is washing over the Bruins defense.
Wave looking to drown the Bruins here.
But what a nice hit from Jaden Hurd. He took advantage. I didn't thought they were going to hold him, but he went and took advantage as a little nice move from him.
Got to be aggressive here as it's starting to get later in the game.
7-5, as we could go to rain delay technically. I mean, I don't know the odds of it, but I think it's just going to be more of a, we're going to stay warm for a minute here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see people start going to their cars, but if that hit didn't happen, I think we see a lot more. As I think the people will stay right here, as this game just got really interesting. I mean, I have no plans of leaving right now in this game. This is, I think the only way this, and they could call it. I mean, let's see what the ump's going to say here. I think they're going to say play on, potentially. Hoffner's still warming up over there, but Ragon's reaction, it appears they might go into rain delay. As Coach Carter will now get the business here of what's going on. We'll see how long of a rain delay we will get. And they're actually going to say play on. We're having some baseball still. Let's go. 2 down. Bases cleared now for Joey Ragon to take some cuts here for Holy Name. If you're just tuning in, Jaden Hurd just had an inside the park 3-run home run. Now that's strike 1 on the resumption of play. Nice pitch there from Pallinge. Nothing in 1 count now on Ragon. The pitch. High, missing now a 1-1 count now on the first baseman Ragon. The pitch. Swing and a miss from Ragon. Now a 1-2 count.
Ragon's got to get a grip here. Take his time. Slow down.
1-2 count. Let's see what Ragon can muster up. The pitch. They get him looking. Padua allows 3 to score on a 3-run inside the Parker from Jaden Hurd. We are on the top of the 5th inning. Your score, Padua 7, Holy Name 5. Holy Name, they're not giving up. You're watching Holy Name versus Padua Baseball on your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on here in a minute to bring you the bottom of the 5th inning. We are back on here in the bottom of the 5th inning in monsoon season. Your score, Padua 7, Holy Name 5. Viewers tuning in because you went to your car or just tuning in general. I admit this, me alongside me, Quinten Johnson on the call for this game. The first pitch of this bottom half of the inning is a ball to Jacob DeLiba from Tyler Chardon. The 1-0 from Chardon. Missing low, 2 straight balls.
I think Chardon's having grip issues here.
I mean, we saw Pallinge kind of lost control of his zone in the top half of the inning. That kind of allowed Jaden Hurd to get that one right down the middle. Thunder now coming in the pitch. Low, now 3-0 count on Deliba. Even more people now leaving here. Now the pitch. Now that'll be a 3-1 count now on Deliba. Our umbrella's on its last legs. I think the weather's on its last legs. That one grounded towards the left side and fouled away. Now a full count on Deliba. And definitely, but it doesn't need to be said, but if it's raining tomorrow, we're not going to be able to do the lacrosse game, but stay tuned for those updates. That one lined to left field and foul. We'll see 3-2 once again.
Almost caught there by the sophomore toward the yellow.
And now a fresh baseball has to be supplied by the Padua sidelines. I think this is not what the fans bargained for this afternoon. I think they were looking for a nice, maybe a little bit drizzly game, but nothing like what we've seen.
Yeah, of course it rained earlier, but we thought it would clear up.
The 3-2 payoff. That one
Popped
popped up in play. Calling it off his powers. One away here to begin the bottom of the fifth inning. A nice play there from Brendan Powers, as somehow my pencil is writing still. But either way, one away, which will now bring up the pitcher Lucas Palange, now up to bat for the Bruins. His last time up, he flew out to the right fielder. The first pitch to him from Chardon will be fouled away towards the Padua dugout. 0-1 count now on Palange, the pitcher.
A little bit early there.
Now let's see what Chardon brings here on his next delivery. The 0-1, the pitch. Foul behind him. He's quickly down 0-2.
It's a good count here for Chardon early.
And now see what he can do here. Now's not really the time to mess with kind of changes. I think this is a game where you view every pitch as like a 2-2 or a 3-2. Not really getting creative, because one pass ball, you have a bunch of balls like just running around on the back, and that's not good. The pitch. Curveball high, 1-2 count now on Palange.
A little bit of an air throw there by Chardon.
That one now also high. Now a 2-2 count. Palange fought back from 0-2, now 2-2. Chardon back in position, now the pitch. That one missing. 0-2 now to 3-2. He can't lose him here.
Chardon's got a battle.
I think for our own being cold, he can't lose him here. The payoff pitch, grounded towards the left side, sliding for it towards Zidlow, and he's unable to make a play as Little
by towards Zidlow.
Little tells him to hold off, now be an infield single. Nothing could have been done there.
Way to stay in front, take one to the chest, do what you have to do to get out of this game, get out of this inning.
And now with the rain still coming down, they're showing no signs of calling it.
Bruins went on here, looking to get him in the score position. Got the catcher up the bat.
Bellini's done well in his at-bats. He's gotten a single and 2 walks so far. And I think a big question now, the biggest question of the game, not is the score, but if the game will be completed in its totality. The pitch low, but blocked by Little, and a nice job by him to avoid the elements causing an error.
We've seen Little make some good plays in Highland Dish today.
Chardon set the pitch. Runs in but finds the strike zone. Now a 1-1 count on Bellina. Chardon throws back. He might have him. And he's just safe. It looked like he had him for sure.
That was a nice move by Chardon there. Wouldn't be surprised if he tries to go back to it later
It was
on.
an excellent move. That's the best move we've seen. It looked like he had him. The pitch.
Runner.
Corner goes. Grounder towards Zidlow. Throws across diamond. And it is not in time. As he is barely safe, but safe nonetheless. I don't know.
Those 50-50 calls sometimes can destroy a team's confidence here, but the Namers have to get back in and stay focused, keep fighting. First baseman at the bat.
Now, Manzora also has done well, gotten the base each of his 3 times up, an error on his first and 2 base hits since. That one finds the tops of the strike zone. 0-1 count now on Manzora.
Good pitch there by Chardon.
Pitch high, now 1-1 count on Manzora.
Humanick looking to work him at second base here.
Chardon checks. Humanick runs over, not throw. Pitch low in the dirt, blocked by Little, and now a 2-1 count on Manzora. The pitch from Chardon. Foul tip, now being a 2-2 evened up count now for Manzora to deal with.
Good call there behind the dish by Little.
And now let's see what Chardon and Little can cook up here on the 2-2. The pitch. Foul behind.
Back. Nothing.
Nothing hit. That's surprising considering how many things to be hit at this campus.
Oh, Lessig, way to get on that.
Yeah, our side commentary. He's earned his keep somewhere.
It seems they have a new reliever warming up here.
That one skied into center field. Kaminsky. Under it. He thought about checking up and running, but he didn't. 2-way now. And now Matt Mascarino steps up to bat here for the Bruins with 2-way here and runners at first and second. If Holy Name can get out of this and go into the 6th down 2, they can still come back from this.
Well, I don't think this rain's going to clear up anytime soon, Smee.
And if that's the name of the game, playing in the rain, Holy Name has done the better team in the rain so far. Chardon checks a few times, doesn't throw the pitch. Off to the outside of the plate, 1-0 count now on Mascarino. The pitch on 1-0. Outside now, 2-0 count on Mascarino.
I don't know, the runner at second's getting kind of loose there. He's getting off the base.
Chardon, I'm sure, will check him on this one here.
A little bit too big of a lead.
Humanick now is beginning to hold him. He checks down the pitch. That one is high, missing the strike zone and goes down as a ball. 3-0 count now on Mascarino. The pitch. That one finding the strike zone, now a 3-1 count.
Good pitch there by Chardon.
I think you have your answer.
Here's 3-1. That's ball 4. Now the bases are now loaded with 2-away.
That's a close call there. 50-50 ball. If I was Chardon, I'd be looking to try to get a nice dry ball there.
Oh, for sure. They're going to need it to finish out this game, as there's still 2 innings of play left after this. And now in steps Nero. The pitch from Chardon. High and missing, 1-0 count now on the designated hitter, who in his 3 at-bats has each reached with 2 walks and a base hit.
Chardon dealing from the windup here.
The pitch. Grounder, foul to the left side.
Way to be on that, be heads up by the sophomore Mikey Twizzedla. Made some solid plays early. Chardon looking to get out of the sitting here.
The pitch. That one is a nice strike there from Chardon.
Beautiful pitch there. Way to paint the inside corner.
Now he's 1 strike away from getting out of this inning.
I wouldn't go with anything too fancy due to the conditions here.
Go with a good old fastball. The pitch. High and missing, but that's now a 2-2 count, or 1-2.
Chardon's trying to get him to swing and miss something up high. Good plate discipline.
2-2 count now on Nero. Bases loaded, the pitch.
Foul back.
And he'll see another life. Leland trying to get to it, bouncing out of play.
No car.
No car, but hit the railing at the bleachers.
Another dry ball is coming into play here. See if this gets Chardon's upper hand.
2-2 count now on Nero. Bases loaded, 2 down here in the bottom of the 5th. The pitch. Grounder,
Easy
Chardon,
play home.
and he gets the out at home. And now that will now bring us to the end of the 5th inning. Holy names, whole bench is now getting into this game. Your score, Padua 7, Holy Name 5. More than striking distance. We'll be back on here in a minute to bring you the 6th inning. 5 innings in the books here on a very rainy Friday evening here between Holy Name and Padua at Baldwin Wallace. If you're just tuning in, your score, Padua 7, Holy Name 5. I am Nathan Smee, alongside me, Quinten Johnson. Holy Name has picked up the pace in the last couple of innings and got this one within 2 runs after a inside the park 3-run home run from Jaden Hurd. What does Holy Name need to do here at the final 6 outs they have to work with to ensure they can get back in this game?
Just get the ball in play, hope for the best, stay clean, keep your head in it.
The bottom half of the lineup now due up with Chardon. The first one, ground one's into the left side and foul. 0-1 count now on Chardon.
The Bruins go with the relief here by Makai Williams.
Williams kicks and deals. Now an outside 1-1 count now on Chardon.
Just a bit outside. Good take there by Chardon.
An airmail throwback, just seeing more of the grip issues that both sides are having in this game.
Now they're looking to get another ball here. Star player, number 44, Jaden Hurd, getting that ball.
He is definitely our player of the game for sure.
See the dedication.
He's played really well. He's had a triple on that home run. He's been a standout.
Tim Ragazzo even makes an appearance.
And you'll see both of them run across your screen based on our setup here that we have due to the conditions of the rain. The pitch. Almost hit him inside.
A bit low.
2-1 count now on Chardon.
It's going to be hard to get a grip on that ball. Chardon's looking to piece one here.
The pitch. Williams misses low. 3-1 count now on Chardon.
Definitely a hitter's count. It's got to be there for Chardon.
This is a big at-bat. If he can be a leadoff base runner, that'd be huge for the Green Wave. Almost hits him, but inside, ball 4. Chardon, the leadoff man, is aboard here in the top of the 6th.
Already one man on here. BP looking to work his little magic here.
And Powers, his last time up, he did walk. So let's see what he can get going here for the Green Wave. He is the tying run.
Hopefully Powers has a little power left.
They have 6 outs to work with. Let's see how Holy Name's able to do this with the first man aboard here in the inning. Let's see what Brendan Powers can do. The pitch. High 1-0 count now on Brendan Powers. Williams has struggled to find the zone so far in his first 2 pitching outings here.
Yeah, if the Bruins want to escape with one, he's going to have to find a command of his own.
And he doesn't on that pitch either. 2-0 count now on Brendan Powers.
Good take there. Good plate discipline by BP. Leadership by the senior.
Let's see if he can do here the 2-0. That one down the middle, finding the strike zone. Now a 2-1 count on the senior Powers.
Not a bad take there. Still got 2 more strikes to work with. Chardon getting his lead. The kick. Good deal.
That one missing high. 3-1 now on Brendan Powers.
Still a hitter's count here. Got to be good.
This got to be a perfect one. Williams has struggled to find the zone. If it's in the zone, swing. If not, you got to be careful. Grounder. It could be trouble. 5, 4, and airmailed. It gets 1, but basically nothing changes except an out. That's it. Powers, nice hustle by him down the line to ensure the runner still stays on, but now 1 away for the Green Wave. Now bring up Aiden Litherland.
I'm surprised he didn't take a turn there and try to go 2. Seeing that it's late in the game, try to, advance that lead runner.
But look at the policy when he tried to make that turn quickly. What happened? He slipped. Getting injured or wiping out helps no one at this point of the game. Staying at first base and making sure you can have a base runner guaranteed, that's a more beneficial thing for the Green Wave.
Litherland trying to take control of this at bat here, set his own pace.
Williams checks now, pitches. He thought about it, but it went low. 1-0 count now on Litherland.
That's a nice take there by Litherland. I would have definitely whiffed on that one.
About to say, I'm being yelled not to swing at balls in the dirt. The pitch now from Williams in the dirt and pass. And look at that speed. Look at that speed from Brendan Powers. He has the wheels. He got second base one way or another. Now runner in scoring position now for the Green Wave. Let's see if Litherland can give it a poke.
Nice little piece single. Should score one here.
2-0 count here on Litherland. Williams struggling to settle in now. He is set. Now the pitch. Litherland swinging a miss. What they're going to say, just got a piece of it. If he didn't, then Powers is definitely in standing at third.
I didn't hear the ump call a foul. I was VP, I would have took off.
2-1 count now on Litherland.
Litherland dialed in here. VP gets his lead.
The pitch. Low. 3-1 count now on Litherland.
With a layoff by Litherland here. Sophomore has been called down here early. Made some good, nice plays down the dish. Looking to get it at bat here.
He's looking at 3 balls. Had 1 strike. Let's see if he can finish the deal here and get on base.
Williams sets. Gets the sign. Comes set.
And now he is ready to deal the 3-1. That one's high in the strike zone, but still in there nonetheless. 3-2 count on Litherland. Kaminsky due up next for the Green Wave.
Litherland still got 1 more strike left in him. Hopefully they can put him in play or foul it off here.
1 away. Runner at second. The pitch. Popped up. It's shallow. I think he'll be able to corral it. He is able to do so. A nice play there by the second baseman for the Bruins. Zimla 2-away now here in the top of the 6th inning. And now Caden Kaminsky, the number 9 hitter, steps into the box for his third cut. He's grounded out to Jakowski his last time up. And now
runner for BP here.
I like the move, sending Marchetta in the pinch run at second base. You're adding some more speed. And let's flash back to the Buckeye game at Buckeye. Caden Kaminsky had with 2 outs, had a double that scored 2 runs. He has now an opportunity to get 1 run here. I can bring it within 1, and him being the tying run. That's going to be a huge at-bat and a momentum shifter for the Green Wave if they're able to do so. But if they're able to come out with the win, the obvious point that turned the game around, Jaden Hurt's home run. That'll be the play of the game.
Indeed.
Kaminsky now ready to go here against Williams.
Williams sets, gets the call. The
pick.
deal.
That one finds the strike zone for Williams. Nothing.
50-50 ball there. A little bit low. I don't blame Caden for the take there.
And now Williams starting to find a strike zone a little more consistently here now with an 0-1 count on Kaminsky. The pitch. Grounder, foul to the left side.
Foul.
He's down to his final strike now of the top of the 6th.
Still got some fight left in him. Kaminsky looking to get on base here and move a runner.
The ringer, I think, being relentless at this point. It's coming down harder than it was before.
It doesn't look like it's going to clear up anytime soon. Marchetta with the lead here. It's a bold lead. Williams sets, gets a sign.
Now the
Good
pitch.
deal.
Now in 5-strike zone, looking for strike number 3. That will bring it to the end of the top of the 6th inning. And they're going to line it up. I think they're going to call it due to the weather. And we're looking for an explanation here. They're lining it up. The Bruins will come out here and be successful, will win this one. Your final score, Padua 7, Holy Name 5. They're going to call it early due to rain. Your final in 6 innings. There's a reminder, if the rain does hold up, we'll be at the school tomorrow to bring you Holy Name versus Southview Lacrosse. But to stay updated on all the games that we are covering, follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. To stay updated on all of Holy Name Sports, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics on YouTube and put on push notifications to be notified when we go live with that. That'll take us to the end of our coverage here from Baldwin Wallace. Your final score in 6 innings, Padua 7, Holy Name 5. Thank you, Keith, for being with us on this rainy Friday evening. We hope you'll join us for our feature broadcast. Good night, everyone, and go Namers.
Good night, everyone.